Hello and welcome to Dreams of Wings, and welcome to what really is going to be a pretty short video, but I thought it'd be kind of interesting if you've seen any of the other videos on my channel relating to the Mach Loop. I thought it'd be interesting to see what the Mach Loop looks like in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Beechcraft King Air 350i that comes with Microsoft Flight Simulator and take through the Mach Loop. Now the Royal Air Force flies the B200 King Air, which is an advanced multi-engine trainer, and that will no doubt go through the Mach Loop as well. So there is a semblance of some kind of reality to this. I have not read the manual on the Microsoft Flight Simulator King Air. It's been a long time since I've flown it in P3D. What am I saying? I've never flown it in P3D. I think I flew it on FSX Steam Edition the last time I flew it, and it didn't have all this glass television stuff. So this is something a bit different. It's really just to see what the scenery is like. If you, as I say, if you've seen any of the other videos, it might be of interest to see what the Mach Loop looks like in Flight Simulator, or perhaps you can give us stuff about the old videos in P3D, and you just want to see what the Mach Loop looks like. So we're going to come down, just descend a little bit now, heading down towards Barmouth. And then we can start doing a run up the estuary. I have to say something that I'm still impressed with Microsoft Flight Simulator is just the quality of the visuals with the scenery. Just absolutely beautiful. Still not using any third-party aircraft at the moment. Still desperately waiting for that. But in the meantime, you can have a bit of fun. I love the X-Cub. It's just good fun, blatting around doing different things, and I would use it today, except it's just a bit slow, and I need to do this quickly. Now I have actually managed to get my game controller set up for cameras. If you saw my last Microsoft Flight Sim video, you'd see that, oh no, it was the last P3D video I mentioned that I was having difficulty getting cameras set up. I've now got it set up on my game controller, but it's still not as smooth as I would like it to be compared to using Chaseplane, which is the benchmark for camera software within a flight sim as far as I'm concerned. It's not the same as that, and for example, I'll show you if I move it around, you see it's a little bit, it needs smoothing out a bit, but that's just a bit blur for me. Anyway, let's have a look at the scenery. So we are coming over Barmouth. Hello Barmouth. That does look amazing. I think something that I do like about Microsoft Flight Simulator is that because of the realism of the scenery and also the lighting, it does have a very it has a kind of a different feel to it to P3D. It does without sounding too obvious, it does feel quite real, and that's the only way I can put it. The lighting, the look of it, it is just pretty damn good. It just needs some good aircraft, because the stock ones are quite simple, and you certainly don't get that same level of immersion that you get with something like A2A and I'm sure PMDG, although I've never flown PMDG. But the visuals are just absolutely blooming gorgeous. So we're coming up now on Dolgetha. Again, as with all my Mach Loop videos, apologies to the people of Wales for murdering your beautiful language. So one of the harder things about doing it with this twin is trying to actually show you ground features with these big engines in the way. There's Dog Athlow. Okay, let's just get back on course a bit. So I'm just going to bring it round here. Look at that, beautiful. Anyone who's watched a lot of my mountain videos will know I love flying in the mountains, and this is where I'm one happy little pilot. Here we go, pick up the road now. So we're going to squeeze between Cad East and Cad West. Something that I have noticed with this is that this entrance here seems a lot narrower in Flight Sim than it does in P3D. And I must remember that I'm not in the Spitfire or the Mustang. It does not have the same manoeuvrability. So let's rack it round. Here we are entering. So we've got Cad East, Cad West. There's the little car park down there that you'd park your car in if you were coming here to do some spotting. Let's bring it back round. It is much better than P3D. Now we rack it round here. This chorus corner. Yes, this is not the Spitfire or the Mustang. That's it, sweetheart. There we go.
500.
Yeah, it desperately needs better camera control. Okay, let's, before we crash, get the cockpit back. Come on, sweetheart, that's it. There we go, bring it round.
500.
So we do a run down to McCunliffe now. And that's where the name of the Mach Loop comes from. It comes from the fact that at this point in the southernmost tip of it, we come over the town of McCunliffe, which begins with an MACH. Not necessarily to do with Mach as a measurement of speed. There she is. Come back down low again. That is quite beautiful. You see what I mean about the lighting on that hill there. That and very natural colours as well. I think sometimes with True Earth in P3D you sometimes get some unnatural greens, whereas this is, that variation in the greens is pretty damn good. It is no doubt impressive. Just needs a good aeroplane. A2A, hurry up. Let's come back down a bit here. 500. Meant to be lower than 500, mate. This is military flying, isn't it? This certainly looks a lot better in Microsoft Flight Simulator than it did in P3D. That's it, bring around. I think that's Bluebell up there. As we come round, that's Bluebell up there. And we'll try and put some annotations in the video. Saying that now, you've already seen it. Stating the obvious, Rob. That's the problem with these off-the-cuff videos done off waffle. Beautiful. Beautiful. Here we go. Rack it round. Looks a lot different in Microsoft Flight Simulator than it does in P3D. Looks a lot tighter. That kind of took me a little bit by surprise there. Say hello to all the people out for their little Saturday drive. And there we have it. That is the Mach Loop military low-level flying training area. That's horrible. Need to smooth out that camera control. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found that interesting. And there will be more to come.